So, kind of a core question here you're working with is, am I actually ready to write my book, or is this just in the idea stage? So, if you've been thinking about writing a book for months, even years, sometimes decades, but you're not sure if the time is right for you, this video I'm making for you specifically, because really, here's the truth. Writing a memoir or hybrid nonfiction book isn't just a strategic decision, like just a decision for my business or decision for what I think I should do. It's a spiritual moment, it's a somatic moment, it's a threshold moment, right? So, a few signs that likely you're ready. Number one, your stories won't leave you alone. They keep waking you up, or you're thinking about them in the middle of the night, or you wake up in the morning and you're like, I've got to get this down. And you keep thinking about these specific moments. In somatic writing, I call them shimmering images. These are, turning points in your life. And something about them, they don't feel complete inside of you. And that's not random. That is on a somatic level, your body asking for integration. Because when you write your stories, you're not just writing your stories, you're transmuting your stories and integrating them first for yourself, and then you have something real to offer the reader. So if your stories just are there all the time and just, yeah, won't leave you alone, they're persistent. That's one sign, certainly, that you're ready. Two, another thing is you notice that your work has matured into a perspective. So if you're a master coach, therapist, founder, you have your own practice, your own business, you've likely developed a framework from working with people on the same thing over and over again, even without realizing it. I mean, sometimes you do know, I've got a framework. I've codified it. It's formal. But sometimes it's just the things that are working that you're practicing with your clients, and you have developed that framework, and you may need some support getting it out. Because a hybrid nonfiction book isn't just your story, it is also your methodology, right? What you want to pass on to your students. Um, it's also combined, though, it's woven in with your lived experience. This is the storytelling that makes your methodology come alive, makes it compelling, exciting. It's your direct, intimate experience. And it's woven in also with your philosophy, um, yeah, your larger perspective. And if you can teach what you do, if you're already teaching what you do, I would say you're ready to to look at going into exploring writing a hybrid nonfiction. Another thing that is a clue that you're ready to write your memoir, nonfiction, hybrid nonfiction book. There's emotional charge. It's like there's still an aliveness in your body around the stories, right? But not abject overwhelm. You don't need to be fully healed to write. I don't even know if I believe in fully healed, right? It's something ongoing. However, you do need enough capacity to be with your story and stay present with it without being completely knocked out into a trauma response. So we all have trauma in our background and in our stories, but if you're at a place where that stuff is really raw or unprocessed, it's likely you need more of a healing process, working with a healer, therapist, coach, whatnot, a safe person, and also, perhaps doing some somatic um, healing around it. But when the stories are still alive, but again, you can stay with them, yeah, you're ready. Um, and then the somatic layer here. Um, Before you begin sort of writing your book, which is write a long form project, this is asking yourself, can I stay in my body while telling the truth? And you don't have to do this alone. You can get support around this, but can I stay in my body while telling my deepest truth? And again, do I have the right kind of support for what might arise? Again, writing is not just creative work. It is creative work, but it's also regulatory work. We are regulating our systems and we are becoming more powerful and accessing more powerful as we integrate. So if you feel the pull, the readiness isn't something you need to wait for. It is more, it's something you meet, right? And honestly, your journey to writing a book and becoming an author really begins the moment you say, I'm willing to listen to what wants to come through me. And I'm creating space for that and a container, whatever that looks like for you, to hold this deep exploration and time for really listening and getting it down on the page or speaking it out. Either one is an acceptable process. It's a wonderful process. I hope this helps.